How we doing, folks? 138 MMA here, and guess what? We found another marker board. So we're in a different location, a different marker board yet again. Like I said, we're kind of all over the place this week, but we're getting it done, all right? So we're here for another Week 8 breakdown. We have Victor Hugo Madrigal. He's taking on Vinicius Oliveira, who seems to be everyone's darling this week. I understand he's a very exciting fighter. This should probably be the most exciting fight on the card. Two guys that both want to go in there and get this thing done. So should be a good time, should be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Both guys with only 3 losses in their career. Both guys coming in 4-1 in their last 5. So both guys with a head of steam. We're going to see how this one plays out, and we're going to break this one down. So for Madrigal, good striker. I like that. He's got good power in his hands, and his counters are kind of where he gets it done. The problem that I see with his counters is sometimes he relies on them a little bit too much. So the volume becomes hit or miss because it really depends on what his opponents are doing and whether or not he can land those counter shots. And he does a good job when he does it. When he hits you, you feel it. He'll drop a lot of guys with it and then fall him to the ground. In the grappling, I think he's a bit better in the grappling in this matchup, but it's close. Both guys are good grapplers, but he's got better transitions. He's got good sweeps. He's looking to take the back, and he's extremely accurate with his ground and pound. So for a guy like Madrigal, if he can get this fight to the mat, that's probably his best path to victory. Although I do think he's going to be willing to stand and trade because that's what he does primarily until he knocks his opponent down or gets taken down himself. Now, when we look at the other side for Oliveira, dude's a very exciting fighter. He's going to come forward with a ton of power, and he's going to throw caution to the wind and just swing wild. But his kicks are actually fairly clean, and he can throw them to all levels. His leg kicks in particular are a bit cleaner than anything. He lands them very good, but like I said, his kicks look very nice, but his punches, he throws wild shots, and his hands are really low. So it's a big red flag there. But he comes forward with enough power and aggression that he can back up a lot of guys and just kind of dog his way through a fight. So, you got that. In the grappling, his ground and pound is very vicious. He comes forward, just gets on top, and just starts slinging bombs. And he does have good submissions in his back pocket should the fight be in a situation where he can go for the submission. This one's close. I thought about taking Madrigal because I understand the countering game could be pretty good on a guy that swings really wild. But I do like the power out of Oliveira. And seeing Madrigal not only get knocked out, but also wobbled in his last fight, I've got to slightly lean for Oliveira, but I don't think this one's as much of a lock as everybody else thinks. So I'm not going to be betting this one outside of just the full card parlay like I always do. But for me, I've got to lean Oliveira. But let me know who you have. Let me know in the comments below. And then also, like this video on your way out. I appreciate it so much. We'll see you in the next one.